伝える言葉は決めていたはずなのに、変わることのない景色に目をそらしてた。小さな雪が欲しくてうつむいた。白い眩しさだけに焦がれてた。夏をかき綴るノートの終わりが近づいてくる。やがて訪れる日にはせめて笑顔のままで手を振りたくて、歩き続けることでしか届かないものがあるよ。今も温かな手のぬくもりを探し続けている。いくつもの優しさを繋いでもたどり着けないから、今も何度でも僕は夏の面影の中繰り返すよ。
第3の体操、自戒筋の鍛錬。
ピクピクピクピクピクピク。
Oh shit! I didn't realize my mic wasn't. All right, let's do that. Let's do that again. Anyway, welcome back to the Summer Pockets, and we're gonna continue where we left off. Jesus, it's a good thing I only noticed that just right in the beginning. Damn it! All right, let's do this again. The day began with Raja Taisa. It's going to be part of my routine now.
第3の体操、自戒筋の鍛錬。
Auricular muscles? His ears were moving. Everyone's ears were moving too. Wait, yours can move like that? Oh, you too, Umi. Alright, my turn. I'll take on any challenge. But what are you supposed to flex to move your ears? To start, I try focusing on the hinge of my jaw, since the ears are close to the air. I'm gonna try that later, but if you could actually move your ears like that. Oh, they moved. Yeah, another personal discovery. Umi was staring at something. I followed her gaze and found Tsumugi and Shizuku, clad in their neko and ushi pajamas as usual. Their pajamas' ears were moving. And just Gonna pretend I didn't see that. The Rajataiso ended, and I received my stamp along with a bunch of scallops. Pretty big ones, too.
ログインボーナス
Login bonus. This is supposed to be like 2000, right? Yeah, they're trying to make a modern joke in something that is set in the 2000. Like literally 2000. Like literally the same time when Air happens. Huh? Login bonus? Oh well. Okay, this is a spoiler stream. We kind of know what. How come Umi knows that thing? I forgot. I forgot. Okay, I forgot.
来たらもらえるの
Oh, so that's a thing that people see these days. I wasn't familiar with the expression. Later at Asako, huh? Oh, the scallops! This time I was positive I didn't need to use oil. I threw the scallops straight onto a grilling grate. They weren't opening up like I thought they would, so I tried to flip them over with chopsticks, only to accidentally spill their juices all over the grill. To cut off family's DNA is truly a thing to be feared. So hey, Kyoko-san, about today's shed cleanup.
今日は大丈夫よ
She shot my offer to help down in an instant, though I saw it coming a mile away. Umi was looking at me, making a face that she told me she had something to say. So, wanna go somewhere? Well, considering we're the past two times Hyrie went out, Umi was like, Umi wasn't able to join, and he did meet up with Shiroha during the last time we went out. So, she nodded immediately. A bunch of kids were gathered outside the Nagashia. It looked like they were roughly Umi's age. What do you think? Want to join them?
え
She shook her head violently. I guess that's a no. Wouldn't playing with a bunch of kids your age be more fun than hanging out with me? An absolute, ambiguous rejection. Is she feeling shy? I mean, she's always shy, but, you know, she's sticking to me to the same extent she's avoiding everyone else. Well, no need to push yourself like gas. Alright, wanna go check out the beach next? I figured somewhere with less people would be best, so it brought us to the outskirts of the island. Oh, sure. There, we found a girl on her own. Fishing apparently. Oh, it's Shiroha. Umi nodded firmly. She was out here yesterday too, so I figured she must be fond of this place. Still though, I'm surprised a girl like her likes fishing. Maybe everyone who grows up in an island ends up like that. Shiroha was spacing out, as I'd come to expect from her. She stared into space, with a vacant expression while dangling her fishing line into the water. Her eyes faced the vast, limitless ocean horizon. I decided to approach her, and she didn't notice. Umi followed along behind me, but still, Shiroha didn't see us. I squatted down next to her. Yup, still nothing. Umi sat down beside me too. Still nothing happened. Time slowly flowed on by. There was a lull in the waves and still no sign of any fish. It was quiet. It felt like the sound of the waves was washing my heart clean. So peaceful.
また
Eh, what the na?
こんにちは
しかも増えてる小さい子までいるし
Oh no. Umi felt sad. Umi looked a bit shocked to be called a little kid. So, you like fishing, Shiroha?
島の人間なら誰だってする。
Ah, I knew it. So what you fishing for?
なんでも
You're fine with anything, huh?
釣れれば。釣れてる？
I took a peek into the bucket at her feet. It was half full of water and nothing else.
今日は潮の具合が良くないだけだし。
Sounds like cope. She made an unconvincing excuse. What will you do if you catch one?
食べる。それが礼儀だし。
That sure was fisherman-like of her to say. I wonder if she's pretty good at this. Just then, the fishing float that had been bobbing peacefully on the surface was suddenly yanked underwater.
引いてる。ヒット。
Kira's eyes glinted sharply. They were eyes of a fisher. No, a hunter. I didn't know she had this sort of side to her. She pulled on the fishing rod. Watching her skillfully reel her catch was quite the sight. It was a dark purple, floppy-looking object. Probably a sea slug.
食べるの？礼儀だし。
Alright, Shira, you don't have to. That's not the thing you were looking forward to. It's not good to force yourself.
アメフラシは珍味だし、1時間くらい煮込めばアワビみたいになるといいな。
Wishful thinking, huh? Can I borrow your fishing rod? I can fish something up for you to eat instead.
アメフラシは？
We'll release it. I plucked it back into the ocean.
鳥城の海を舐めない方がいいと思う。素人が簡単に釣れるような塩じゃないし。
Hiroha sulkily handed me the fishing rod. By the way, what are you using for bait?
これ
She opened a Tupperware container that was on the ground at her feet. Ah! A bunch of little caterpillar-looking insects were screaming around in it.
つけてあげようか。
Please do.
はい、つけたよ。
Thanks.
本当に釣りできるの？
Nah, I never really tried before.
え？
Hiro tilted her head in confusion as I glanced over my shoulder, then cast the line out into the ocean. I thought I'll gamble beginner's lucky now. Whoa, caught one!
嘘。
It's over for sure, oh man. It's over. Yes, way. I pitched up a pretty sizable mackerel. Oh,
プロ。
nope, beginner. Umi was standing right next to me, staring at the fishing rod. Wanna give it a try?
うん。
You okay with that?
そううまくはいかないし。
New experiences are always good. Umi took the fishing rod and baited the hook on her own. You're okay with bugs, huh?
慣れてる。
She faced the ocean, displaying an image of a fully fledged hunter. Without a wasted movement, she cast her line into the waves.
クロートの技。
Her technique was enough to startle Shiroha, apparently. Instantly, the float was dragged underwater.
ヒット。え、嘘。
Yes, way again. Umi pulled out a mackerel even bigger than the one I caught.
釣れた。神。海です。
For some reason, she introduced herself. You can eat these, no problem, right?
待ってて。
Shiroha pulled something out of her bag. It was a set of cooking utensils. You're gonna cook it right here?
釣りたてが一番美味しいから。
She actually started cleaning the fish right then and there.
一匹はお刺身に。
Man, it's so tasty, man. Just makes sashimi right then and there in front of you. Before I knew it, the fish that had been carved into a perfect sashimi platter.
もう一匹は焼く。
She skillfully gutted the fish, salted it, and started grilling it on a portable burner, like people use for camping. I like how she brought a lot of stuff to cook. Maybe that's the only way Shiroha could eat in a day. Because remember, she was trying to hide from not just people but also Kobata. So I'm pretty sure this is the only way she eats during lunch. Soon, the delectable aroma of the grilled fish filled the city. Oh man, yesterday when I was eating in a restaurant, someone ordered some grilled fish that was so good. And also, I should have ordered chahan last night. I was in the Japanese restaurant. And I ordered ramen, and gyoza. I should have changed the gyoza to chahan. Damn it. Anyway, that was random. Let's go. That looks delicious. As a final touch, Shiroha squeezed some juice from a sudachi, a type of citrus fruit, onto the fish.
できた。食べる？
You don't mind?
あなたたちが釣った魚だし。
Yumi was staring straight at the sashimi and grilled fish, her eyes wide. All right, this is a rare chance. Let's all eat them together.
私もいいの？
Oh, that's like they eat like a family. You don't mind, right?
いい。
Umi gave a big nod, a serious expression in her face.
じゃあ、いただきます。
The three of us began to eat. Wow, the sashimi is crispy, crazy crisp.
釣りたてだもの。半分、半分、半分。
Umi dug into the grilled fish. Is it tasty, Umi?
95点。
95 points. An outrageously high score. I think my personal record was 11. Alright, see what 95-point grilled fish tastes like. I took a bite too. It was delicious beyond words. Freshly caught fish meat's really soft and tender, isn't it? And the sudachi takes it to a next level.
口にあったのならよかった。ほ
Umi stared at the two of us as if she just noticed something. Umi, what's up?
家族でご飯。
I like how she's yeah.
え、家族？うん、一家団らんみたい。
Can you really call catching a fish and grilling it on the spot a get together? No, wait. I'm not even close to an age where I could have a kid. Umi peeked over at Shiroha. Shiroha did the same to her. Then Shiroha looked away, seemingly at a loss.
一家団らんとか、よくわからない。
Oh yeah. Umi, I mean Shiroha relates to Umi the most. They have very similar family circumstances. Similar, because I mean, Shiroha did experience having a parents for a while, but like for the past couple of I don't know 10 years, I already forgot how when her parents disappeared. Anyway, we'll remember that once we reach Pocket.
うちは両親がいないから。
Huh? That was a pretty shocking way to say it. I didn't really know what to say. Shiroha didn't seem to particularly care about my bewilderment. But even so, it felt like the surrounding air had grown heavy. Maybe I was just overthinking things though. But by the way, I tried to change the subject, but was super awkward about it.
何？
Why are you wearing your uniform? Are you heading to your school club after this? I was hoping to lighten up the atmosphere, but it just got darker and heavier than before. What happened? I think I must have asked something that I really shouldn't have touched on. The air got even
そ
tenser.
ろそろ帰る。
With a perfect timing, Umi broke the stifling silence. Alright, shall we then? Taking advantage of the opening, I opened up on Umi's request.
帰る。
Well then, thanks for the fish, Shiroha.
さよなら。さよなら。は
Oh no, Umi. Just before we parted, Umi looked back at Shiroha and her fishing rod as if she was reluctant to leave them. I think she might have actually wanted to stay and fish with Shiroha for a while longer, but she noticed the heavy atmosphere hanging around Shiroha's head and decided that we should give her space. She was perceptive beyond her years, but there was something about the perceptiveness that struck me as a bit sad. Hey, you sure you didn't want to stick around and hang out a bit longer?
平気。
You're still a kid, you know. It's okay to be honest about stuff you want to do. Kodama shouldn't have to hold back.
うん。
Umi nodded weakly, but didn't say much else after that. can't sleep. That night was one of the rare ones where I couldn't quite fall asleep. I rolled myself up in my futon and shut my eyes, but felt no sign I would be able to drift off anytime soon. Far from helping me sleep, my tossing and turning actually made me feel even more clear-headed. This isn't going anywhere. I gave up and decided to go out for a walk. Just how many bugs are there out here? It sounded like they were coming from absolutely everywhere, including up above me. I couldn't see them, but at the very least, there must have been a ton of them chirping all over the ground. I had to wonder how they could sound like their voices were coming from the sky too. It was sort of mysterious. The magic of the countryside, I guess. When I looked up, it was a pitch black night sky was filled to capacity with twinkling stars. The cries of the insects melded with the faint sound of the waves. I thought nights would be quiet in the countryside, but there's actually all sorts of stuff to hear out here. In another sense, though, it was really quiet. I couldn't hear even a single man-made noise. Every last chirp and rustle I heard was produced by the natural world. Maybe that's why I didn't feel as noisy as the city does at nighttime. That the many noises of the countryside gently enveloped me and lifted my spirits. Oh, and though the stars certainly were pretty, it was crazy dark even in the middle of town. It was so dark that when I passed through a side street with no lighting, I was honestly worried I'd trip over something. It's kind of fun though. It felt like I was on a bit of an adventure. The night wind was cool and pleasant too. Coming out here was a good call. Catchy. Stupid mosquitoes. Huh? Returning home after enjoying my brief nighttime stroll, I found Kyoka-san waiting in front of the entryway. Kyoka-san, is something wrong? I hope I didn't worry her by going out without letting her know. Yeah, sorry. I sort of went out to feel the night breeze. Wait. Alone? What do you ask? What? I was just walking around a minute ago, so I knew very well. All it took was one wrong turn to end up in pitch darkness. Dark enough that it even scared me a bit. I'll go look for her. Kyoko-san, you should ask anyone you know nearby to help us. Even just one person can make a difference. I rode around the nearby area on the cup. To be honest, I thought the whole thing was a huge pain, but I couldn't just abandon her. The country roads were so quiet that I'll be able to see her even from my motorcycle. Plus, she was just a kid. I knew she couldn't have gone far considering those short little legs of hers. There were only so many places she could be, but in spite of that, I just couldn't seem to find her. Where the hell did you go? A child's walking pace, and then there's darkness at that. Could she have wandered off the road and gotten lost? It could be dangerous out there. Plus, countryside or not, this could be dangerous. There could be dangerous people around. Lumi's little and cute, so someone like that could very well target her. The more I thought about it, the more I worked myself into a panic. Hey! Lumi! Where are you? I shouted atop the bike. I was losing my composure and didn't even care about bothering the neighbors in the middle of the night. Where would you go at this time of night? Suddenly I thought about where we'd gone earlier that day. The place where we went fishing. Umi looked so reluctant when we parted with Shiroha. Could she have gone back there? At this time of night? No. Even if there were even the slightest chance she was there, I had to go check. After all, that hunch was the only clue I had left. It gave a completely different impression at night than it had during the daytime. The light of the moon dyed the water's surface a striking blue. It felt like I wandered into some other world. Umi. There, and below in the moonlight, and the sound of waves stood Umi. Her back turned to me. She must have heard me mumble her name and slowly turned to face me. She was holding a letter. It was probably the same one she'd been reading before. She waited there, holding it to her chest with both hands, as if it was incredibly precious to her. So, this is where you've been.
お父さん
Oh, yeah. She just straight up just calls him Otosan, man. truly moments of, like, you know, it was feeling long, you know. No, I'm not your Otosan.
うん
Do you want to see your Otosan?
うん
I mean, he's literally there. Umi shook her head.
お父さんは忙しいから
Oh, man. What the hell did Hyrie do? Well, the Hyrie that she knows, well, they live in Tokyo, right? I think they live in Tokyo. He's going through the salaryman lifestyle. but also that Hyrie also is also like very traumatized about the whole, very damaged over the whole thing that happened with Shiroha. Anyway. I bet he's always off at work, right?
うんお父さん昔に話してくれた
Yeah?
昔たくさん頑張ったことがあるけど失敗したってそこから逃げてしまったのを後悔していた
Running away. I felt a pain in my chest. I basically came here to run away too, after all. I was on a huge winning streak on my swimming club, but then I screwed up at the worst time. Then the help and kindness of my teammates offering me was stifling. And before I knew it, I'd ran away from the club, ran away from school, ran wild and got suspended, given up on by my parents, left with nowhere to belong. And so, even now, I'm still running.
私も逃げた
As I stood there, unable to reply, Umi muttered,
優しくしてくれた人もいたのに心配してくれた人もいたのに逃げただからここにいる謝りたいのにもう謝れない
I didn't really know what she was talking about. Not about her regrets or who she wanted to say what to. But even so, I had to say something. I wanted to comfort the little girl in front of me. But what could I, who ran away as well, possibly say to her? No matter what I said, I'd just be making up excuses for my own behavior. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to say anything. All I could do was stand there and clench my hand into a fist. But then, that fist was surrounded by warmth. Huh? Umi had wrapped her tiny hands around mine.
もう逃げたくない
Umi. Ah, damn it. Were the words I wanted to say more than anything else. Those clumsy, absurd words. Utterly plain and devoid of deceit. They were my hope. My desire. Words that felt like I could cling on to. No matter what no matter what. Yeah. That's right. And so they were sounding piercingly within me. And so I nodded with all my might. I don't want to run away for summer anymore. I took Umi's hand too, wrapping it firmly within my own. Let's go home. Yoko sounds worried. We walk back to the place I parked the Cub. When did you go out at night anyway? The question suddenly struck me.
お父さんいなかったから。
Don't call me Oto-san. What? Really? You were searching for me? Didn't see that coming. I guess this was all my fault. But why would you do that?
逃げたくないから。
Huh? She doesn't want to run away from her father, by the way. I didn't understand.
一緒にいてほしい。
I'm guessing she was trying to go to sleep and he wanted to sleep with Hyrie, but he left to do some random ass walk. And then, you know, this whole thing happened. Okay, I didn't really get it, but I guess to her, being with me is the same as not running away. Umi was, as always, a mystery. Actually, I get the feeling that the more I learn about her, the less I understand. In spite of that, it felt like I was closer to her in that moment than I'd ever been before. Come on. Up on the rack, I held my hand out to Umi. She grasped it tightly. Ah, everyone's here. Yoko-san and a bunch of islanders were gathered in front of the house. Ryoichi, Tenzin, Nomiki, and even Ao were all there.
高原帰ってきたか。
Everyone rushed over. We really kept them waiting. Before I knew it, we were completely surrounded by people. Surrounded by their warmth, which felt like it could melt away the night itself. It seemed Umi realized how blessed we were too.
心配かけてごめんなさい。
By the way, before we continue, when they were talking about the surrounding thing, you know, I had a split second. I remembered the ending of Nomiki's route. I mean, the epilogue. That scene really hit me. So for a split second, I had that feeling just now. Damn. Anyway. Umi looked everyone straight on and bowed her head. We all beamed as we watched over her.
無事だったならいいのよ。
何もない島にはなかなかの刺激だった。俺の活躍する場がなくなっちまったぜ。
あんたはなんで脱いでんのよ。
Yeah, he's already naked.
かすかな月明かり、星明かりが肌に照り返って目立つだろ。どうして撃った？人助けだろ？
濡れた方がより照り返るだろ。
なるほど。じゃあもう一発頼む。
Everyone burst into laughter. No one got angry or tried to blame Umi or anything of the sort. It just felt natural. No one was holding back. That's why Umi and I could honestly accept everyone's feelings. Thanks for coming out for Umi, everyone. I bowed to everyone too, and Umi bowed once more beside me. For the first time, I was just a little bit glad that I came here. It's a good thing they got Studio Feel to do the adaptation. I mean, they're the same studio that made Origairu, so for scenes like that, I think they could really do it. They could capture that scene. I don't have an Akasan. I don't know how her voice sounded. I don't know what she looked like. Oh yeah, Hyrie threw away the pictures. He's that kind of guy. When I was little, I asked Mil-san about her. I wonder what kind of face he made. I can't remember anymore, but it was an expression I'd never seen him make before. That much is all I'm sure of. I mustered up all my courage and asked, "Are there any pictures left of her?" My Tosan looked away as she told me that he'd thrown them all away. Yeah, he even ran away there. He's even running away from the situation there. While that scene was going on, I was thinking about like the image of the two seagulls who are helping out each other. I mean, this is something that's brought up at the end of Pocket. when Hairi was looking at the two seagulls. I can't remember if he said earlier or when he said the line he was thinking about, when he said the line about like two seagulls are helping out each other and they were both injured. But what if one of them, what if one of them disappears and the other seagull was still injured? Then you get the situation where Hairi becomes that, he doesn't have anyone to support him anymore, and he ends up in a much more worse situation. You know what? Part of me also felt like I should have reread Shira's route, because that was the route I think that tackled a little bit more deeper on the kind of problems Hairi. Wait, no. Okay, I was trying to think when the event about like Hairi talking about like he realized he became that type of person. Oh no, I think it happens here in ALKA, so I think we're good. So we're gonna go through it. But yeah, I'm excited to see how Shira's route turns out in the anime. I think the route, I'm giving the impression the route order for the anime, I'm giving the impression it's going to be omnibus, especially considering how the story goes in the first place. So it allows for an omnibus format. I think the first route will be Kamome's, which makes sense, considering it's a call to like making summer memories and all. And I think Shira's route will be last. Let me review. I think the trailers and all would kind of talk about what the route order is. I'm getting the impression that the opening song does that. Let me actually look at it right now. No, we're not going there yet. All right, let's see. I'm basing it from the same. So the route order might be Kamome, Tsumigi, Ao. Shira's route to connect to Umi. To connect to go just before the they could probably do that, but like I heard there's a second core, so if they're doing the second core, they might. I don't know. We also saw Shigi as well, because they could. I don't know. They could combine Shiroha's route with ALKA, but they could also do it alone. But it will be awkward. You end at Shiroha's route, then you start ALKA, and I don't know. You know what? Let's continue for now. Whenever I just dream, it left a really bad taste in my mouth. I was down in the dumps. Umi's words from last night before were still eating away at me. Running away, huh? I'm sure I'm still running away even now. And more than likely, Umi's been working harder than me. We followed our morning Raja Taisa routine and received watermelon as our login bonus. We went home and had breakfast, and just like that, I was totally out of things to do. Yoka-san, about the shed cleanup.
ごめんなさい。今細かい数を数える作業をしてるから、一人の方が都合がいいの。
Gotcha. Still no work for me then. The TV had 4 channels. One of those channels broadcast the same exercise program every single day. Umi was absent-mindedly watching said program. But I mean, come on, she's an elementary schooler on Natsuyasumi. It would be such a shame for her to waste the whole vacation without making any fun summer memories. So, hey, is there anything you want to do?
やりたいこと?
We came all the way out to this island, so let's make some summer memories.
やりたいこと?
I still can't help out in the shed, so my schedule is wide open. If there's anything I can help with, just say the word. The sympathy I felt for Umi last night was probably motivating my words. It must have seemed pretty out of character for me, though, since Umi stared at me for a moment with her eyes wide.
お母さん
After thinking for a moment, she said one word. Do you want to... Okasan? I had absolutely no clue what she meant. Like, playing house? I think I'm a bit old to play as your kid, though.
違う
That's not it, huh? Thank God.
お母さんと一緒にしたいことが
Something you want to do with your Okasan, huh? I'm really sure I can help with that one. Alright. Then how about we have Kyoka-san call up your Okasan and ask her to come to the island? Umi shook her head. You don't want to?
ない
Nai?
いないお母さんもういない
Oh. I definitely shouldn't have asked that. It was just like yesterday with Shiroha. There were too many landmines thrown throughout the conversation. Gone. I wonder which way she meant that. Either divorce or she passed away. In any case, Umi wanted her Okasan. There must be something I can do for her. Want to search for one?
探す
For someone who will become your
お
Okasan.
母さんにな
It'll be fun to play family for a summer, right? I'll look for someone. It would be a more elaborate version of playing house. Even if it was just make-believe, if she could do whatever it was she wanted to do with her Okasan, it might clear away some of Umi's regrets. I thought back to the day before. To all those islanders who came together for Umi's sake, even in the middle of the night. I'd come to appreciate that everyone on this island was kind. There must be at least one person out there who'd lend us a hand to grant Umi's wish, right? All right, leave it to me.
うん
Now then, who to ask first? Oh yeah, we forgot. This is a thing. All right, let's start with the dudes. With the dudes. Wait, him? No, that's just way too unreasonable. I guess I might as well ask, at least.
俺が母親に本気か
Honestly, when you put it that way, it sounds insane to me too.
冷やかしか
No, not at all. I'm serious. I went and said it.
ならばお前の本気を見せてもらおう
Just how can I do that?
これだ
He held out a taku paddle.
俺に勝てたら母親役をやってやる
You will? Really?
卓球は嘘は言わん
Right. I was asking about you, though, not the taku.
俺は卓球だ
He declared with incredible force. No clue what he meant, though. Okay, let's play. For Umi's sake.
いい目だ
I'm serious after all.
ならばこちらも礼を尽くそう
He took his glasses off his glasses. What's your power level at when you take those off?
50% だ
50%? I thought he was gonna go serious, but he's only giving his 50%. Go shoot. You're serious? She has a wide range, huh? Weren't you supposed to be matching me? But I guess that works out in my favor, so whatever. I'll crush you. I acted all tough, but it was just top. And I lost that. This sucks. Alright, let's start with this guy. I happened to catch sight of a certain person and pause. No, there's no way this could end well. Not to mention, I can't imagine I'll get a yes. But well, I guess it can't hurt to ask.
いいぞ
Maji? He was cool with it.
ひと夏の思い出と思えばど どんなことも熱かったせいにできるしな。
Man, that's the worst thing. That's the worst. That's the worst thing ever. That's how it works? Well, counting on you.
任せろ。
I brought Yuriichi straight over to the house. Umi! Your new Okasan's here. He doesn't look satisfied.
大丈夫。そんなことすぐにどうでもよくなる。
He said, taking off his shirt. What the hell are you doing? Huh? Serving. Oh, sorry.
おかいパンになってくれって言ったろ。
Out.
何をする？おかいパンだぞ。
Get out. Now! I expelled him from the house, still half naked. So, oh man. Let's go with, Tsubugi. No, Nomiki first. I'm not really sure she's a good fit for the role, a job, but I guess I could ask anyway.
何？私が母親に？
Yeah, please. It's okay if it's just an act.
本気で言ってるのか？
Absolutely.
正気か？
Most likely.
そうか。
What are you pointing to hide or whatever at me? Ah, yeah, don't just shoot me without saying a word.
冗談もほどほどにしろ。
Pretty sure that's my line. Yeah, I really can't count on her to play on the Okasan role. Alright, let's go with, That's right, I'll try asking her.
私が海ちゃんのお母さんに？
Am I asking too much?
そう。パイリ君の言いたいことは分かったわ。私でよければ協力させてもらうわ。
Really? That's great. Umi! I brought someone who will become your Okasan.
こんにちは。じゃあ早速する？
Damn, man.
す？
The what?
おっぱいよ。
What?
私のおっぱいをこの子に吸わせてあげればいいんでしょ？恥ずかしがらなくてもいいのよ。しばらく離れていてお母さんが恋しくなったのよね。だからおっぱいが吸いたくなったと。
This feels like I'm dealing with a sexual predator. That is absolutely what I said.
大丈夫。言わなくてもわかるから。
No, you really didn't.
もちろん私のおっぱいはお乳は出ないわ。それでも吸い心地は素晴らしいはずよ。
What the hell are you seeing in front of a kid?
あら、子供だからお乳を吸うんじゃないの。さあ、右からにする？左からにする？怖い。
Kawaii. Jessie, you're terrifying her.
ああ、照れてるのね。
She's shivering with fear. This is going to traumatize her. I should ask someone else. Alright, Tsumugi. I knew just the person for the job. Will you become Umi's Okasan?
私が海さんのお母さんにですか？私でいいなら頑張ってみます。
Really? That's a huge help. How about an Okasan with me? Okasan back with me.
お母さんです。よろしくお願いします。よろしく。じゃあ何をして遊びますか？じゃあ人形遊び？いいですね。人形は好きですよ。それで人形は？
We didn't have any in this house, do we?
こっち来て。
To beckon. Me?
人形やって。
Wait. A niño? Me?
とても大きなお人形さんですね。
Sumiki spread her arms wide and embraced me. Hey! Whoa, hey, there's a kid watching! We got McGee, guys. Wow, you too, Umi? But you know, this is actually kind of nice. Like hell it is. I'm absolutely not a lolly. I'm absolutely not a lolicon. Probably. Probably. You are a lolicon. Probably. I let myself be shoved around by the two of them for some time. All this accomplished was adding another child into the picture. Let's go for Owl. Owl seems like she'd be good at taking care of people, and she's played along with my jokes before. I figured she might go with it again this time. Alright, here goes nothing. You see, I want you to become an Okasan. I asked forcefully, hoping my passion would get through there. That's right. Please? Just once is just once is plenty. Very much so. Jesus Christ, Al was so down. Just needed someone with the guts to say it, and he's immediately down. What the fuck? Huh? I got a feeling something's been lost in translation here. You know what? On second thought, never mind. Sorry. It looked like things were going in a very not kid-friendly direction, so I politely shut down the conversation. I'll try someone else. Alright, best girl, but you know. I wonder if she'd do it. She and Umi really hit it on after all. Umi took an interest in that suitcase of hers too. That's how it is. So, will you become an Akasa for her? No, that's not what I meant. Wait, are you angry? She's very angry. Her smile was terrifying. Yeah, moment. I am so very, very sorry. By the way, I noticed something about my current playthrough and this playthrough. There's a couple of lines I think are missing from the stuff I remember when I played through this. Or maybe because I chose the differences is caused by me choosing what Hyrie wants to be called as. Cause I'm looking for like the lines where Umi calls Kawame like something like concubine number 2 or some shit. Wait, let me actually check. I feel like I'm missing some lines. Bothering me. Although they don't tell you which route you are in right now, so I can't even remember. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. But because I don't have, yeah, they don't tell you which route you are in at this point. Let me try to load. Never mind. Let's continue what we have. I'm just wondering what's the flag that triggers the conversation. But I feel as if the flag is based on what you asked Umi to call you. Anyway, whatever. I figured that Shiroha, who we fished and cooked and ate with the day before, was our best bet. The moment she saw me, she put her guard up and glared. Looks like I'm bothering her. But this is for Umi's sake. I can't back down. I figured that with her, being concise would beat a long-winded explanation. Please, I need your help to become an Okasan. Hey, wait, Shiroha! She ran away. Well, this is going terribly. I couldn't find anyone to play the role of her Okasan. Umi's wish will never be granted at this rate. And as I said, to leave it to me, too. This is pathetic. Hazuku, As far as I could tell, Umi was at her absolute happiest when we went fishing with Shiroha. I'll ask her one more time. Didn't really help me out properly last time after all. I'll try explaining myself more clearly.
また来た。
At least my choices are a bit more smoother this time, because if you pick Shiroha last, it will look like he just he tried talking to Shiroha and it just fails and he just goes back to Shiroha. Unlike if you pick Shiroha at the beginning and then, you know, he was on guard. He was really on guard. Look, please, just hear me out. I politely and fully explained Umi's situation to her. So that's how it is. What do you think?
そう。お母さんがいないんだ。
Of course, this hits on Shira as well, because also her what she feels. Wait, I'll be right back. I want to grab some water. All right, I'm back. I'm wondering if 2 hours to 3 hours a day is gonna eat this story really quickly, because I plan to spread this across like until next Sunday. I might only. I'm wondering if I should only do 2 hours or 3 hours today. Just one the additional hour just to make up for yesterday, but like considering where we are at the story, well, it's just July 31st. Let's see. It depends on how fast this is going. I feel like I might shorten this to an hour or two. I mean to 2 hours or 3 hours. the additional hour to just make up for yesterday, but like, I want to do Pocket at like around starting Friday or something, or Thursday. Anyway, whatever. Let's go. She looked away, like she was thinking about something else. Now that I think about it, her Okasan, no, both her parents are gone too. Asking her this favor may have been really cruel of me. Sorry, I was being insensitive.
ねえ、どうしてあなたがここまでしてるの？
Because I want to give Umi some good memories of summer vacation. That's all I'm thinking about.
ほとんど会ったことのなかった親戚の子のために？どうして？
Well,
ロリコン？
lolly. I like how that kind of stuck with her. I like how that stuck with her. No, I'm not. I recently averted my gaze. She was staring straight at me. She wouldn't be satisfied with just lip service. It felt like that was what she was telling me. She said that she didn't want to run away.
逃げたくない？
I didn't ask what from or anything like that. All I know is that this summer she doesn't want to run away. I stumbled over my words for a moment and looked over at Shiroha. I came to this island to run away. A lot of bad stuff happened in my hometown. I came here to forget about all of that. But then a tiny little punk like her went and said she didn't want to run away. Why, I want to help her. There's apparently something she wants to do with her Okasan, and she's not around anymore. But I want to grant that wish to her for her. For the sake of my own self-satisfaction. Jiko Manzuku.
スイカバー。
Oh, we're gonna get a suika bar. Huh? A suika bar?
私が食べたい時に持ってきてほしい。
And if I do...
スイカバー分のお母さんをする。そういう契約。それでどう？
Is that really okay?
私に何ができるかわからないけど、スイカバー分の仕事はする。
Thank you. I grabbed Shira's hands with both of mine. Umi looked so happy when we were all fishing together yesterday. I was sure you would be the best person to play her Okasan.
あの子のお母さん役するだけだし。だから、あなたが不必要に近づくことはないから。
Yeah, I get it.
分かってない。
She shook her hand free from mine. Oh, man, I was so happy. I kind of just...
勘違いだけはしないでほしい。
Like if she's a little sin herself. Misunderstand? About what?
なんでもないし。それで、お母さん役っていつから？
You know what? It was funny. I was trying to figure out who's the Cinderella in this story, didn't it? Okay, that's you just gotta answer the thing about the thing about I was wondering the other day. I mean last night. I was thinking about Mashiro Iro Symphony. It was a story where the best girls are the Cinderellas. Let's gonna eat. Now. I brought Shiroha right over to the house. Yorokombe, Umi. Shira said she'll be your Okasan.
え？
Oh.
こんにちは。
Her real Okasan. What does Ubi mean? What do you say when someone says hello to you? I don't get it. Umi's face was bright red, and she seemed to be frozen solid. Yeah, Umi! Could it be she's nervous? Looks like she's really going to shy mode on us, huh? Looking closer, Shira's hands were clenched and trembling. Shiroha.
ハッピー
Are you nervous?
緊張なんてしてないし、ただ小さい子になんて言えばいいかわからないだけで、というかあまり人と話しないから。
I really like how similar these two are. They're truly mother and daughter. Forged by similar circumstances. You talk a lot with me though.
話っていうか怒っただけだし。
Those little countless conversations? News to me. Ouch. Loner versus Shy Kid. The best combination. The Giga Chat combination is the Loner Shy Kid. Himi, this thing you want to do with your Akasan, right? She looked up at me and taken aback. Then she looked at Shiroha and hung her head. Umi silently clung to my leg. Is whatever she wants to do really that embarrassing?
私どうしたら。
We'll be here all day at this rate. In the end, the rest of the day went by without Umi saying a single word. Night had thoroughly fallen. The hot air that still remained from earlier in the day felt like it was clinging to my skin. Even without the sun to heat me up, I still got sweaty just from walking around.
わざわざ送ってくれなくてもいいのに。
But it's already dark out, so you know.
結局何も言わなかったね。
It really looked like there was something she wanted to say though. That was exactly why I ended up keeping Shiroha out so late. Gomenne, you went so far out of your way too.
それはいいけど、まだ続けるの？
If you're okay with it.
何をすればいいか困る。
I'll do something about that. I tried to ask her before, but well, in any case, I'll think of something.
スイカバー明日もらえる？
Yeah, I'll buy one for you.
じゃあその分の仕事はする。
Thanks. Asking Umi what she wants to do, huh? How should I go about this? Oh, welcome to August 1. Yeah, I'm thinking about splitting it to 2 hours. I was already planning to do 3 hours today, but like, I feel like it might be too fast. If I want to reach like pockets around the weekend, because like when I say weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Anyway, once again, the day began with Raja Taisal. What?
ぐるぐるぐる。
Guru guru guru. Hmm? I guess he's still hungover from last night, I guess, or something. Oh, come on! The Taisa guys, semi-circular canals were way too weak. Oh, no. Remember the thing about in Piggy's route when they were training the semicircular canals to be so they want to get seasickness or whatever.
ぐるぐる。
Hers too. As I went through the exercise, since last night nonstop, I've been thinking, how could I help Shiroha understand what Umi wants to do? I'll have to ask Umi myself. I think that's the easiest answer. But on the other hand, I think it would be much better for Umi to take the initiative herself, if she can manage it. If she doesn't want to run away, I think that's a pretty important aspect of granting her wish. Our guy didn't make it. The Raja Taisa ended, and we all lined up in front of the stamp person with our booklets. Umi quietly lined up next to me. Overheard some kids chatting nearby.
宿題もう全部終わったぜ。
すげえ。じゃああとはもう遊び放題だね。
全部って 絵日記は終わった。
すげ
かっこいい。
Finishing the Nikki means he's cheating, though. I mean, the summer isn't even done yet. That's cheating. Huh? A Nikki? Nikki, huh? Oh no, shit. For a split second, I suddenly remembered Mirai Nikki, and I'm getting that urge to rewatch that shitty show. It's a shitty show, unless you watch that particular analysis video in YouTube that kind of recontextualizes everything. But anyway. It becomes shitty to mid. No, not mid. Well, it kind of is mid, but like fucking so many crazy stuff happens there that even if it's mid, it's like I'll still think about Gasai because of that fucking show and the eye patch girl. Yeah, that was and the character that Maya Sakamoto played. Anyway. An idea popped into my mind. That was a tasty nori, huh?
美味しかった。
This morning's login bonus was a bunch of nori, a type of edible seaweed. All you had to do is wrap it around rice and prepare it, so not even I could screw it up. Oh shit, I just remembered I actually have some nori at home that I got from buying rice. They just gave it for free. I should do that. I should use it later. It was our best asagohan yet. After we finished eating, Umi cleaned up both our plates. I can clean up after myself, you know.
癖って。
Habit? Umi must do all the cleaning up in her house. Jesus Christ. You sure Hyrie is such a slob, but like whatever, you know what? I totally understand the salaryman grind. Guy goes home at 11 or even past 11 because of fucking Nome guy or some shit. And then I don't know, man. You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
自分のを洗うついで。
Alright. Thanks then.
うん。
Right. Gonna go out for a bit.
どこ行くの？
Umi look worried. I'll be back before you know it, so wait here for me.
お留守番？
That's right. Will you be okay alone? Oh no! 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 Shit! He's saying the right set of words that will. That's like Umi's like, I'm used to it.
平気。
Ah!
よくしてたから。
Oh. I felt a twinge in my chest. I'll be back as soon as I can.
いってらっしゃい。
I spat out the cup toward the gashiya. It was easily within walking distance, but I wanted to keep Umi's house watching as short as possible. Sumimasen! Wait. Dare no inai. The shop was empty. Countless sweets sat there, silently enshrined. Are they on break? Right when I'm in a hurry? Come on! I peeked inside. There was a sliding door with a frosted glass window in the back. I could see someone's shadow moving around behind it. Ah, someone's here after all! Sumimasen! I pulled open the sliding door. We are so back. Will they keep this in the anime? I think not. They're not gonna do that, man. But I hope they do. On the other side was a mostly undressed girl. Yeah!
なんで先にそっちが叫んでんのよ。
Well, how was I supposed to know there was some exhibitionist girl inside?
誰が知女よ。
I go to a boys' school, so I'm really not used to being around girls.
だったらさっさと閉めなさいよ。
Right. I slid the door back into place. Result, the two of us were shut up in the closed room. He's inside. They closed the door, but he's inside the room. I didn't go outside. I hope they keep this, man.
なんであんたが中に入ってき
Yeah, I'm not interested at all, really. Ouch. Ouch. Fuck. Bad. Ouch. Look, first things first. Could you put on some clothes? I hope they keep that in. So people really can fly.
そのまま戻ってこなくてよかったのに。
I came here on an errand. And wait, why are you here in the first place? Is this your house?
違うわよ。私はこの駄菓子屋でバイトしてるの。
Wait, isn't this like a little inconsistency? Because remember when Hairi was looking for an Okasan and all? When he went to the Nagashia and he's like, he just, I guess he found out. But okay, he never pondered about it, but he knew where to go. Okay, that's kind of weird, but okay, never mind. You know what? Never mind.
さっき来たとこよ。
And why were you changing clothes?
汗かいたからに決まってるでしょ。ね。朝から駄菓子屋で欲しいものって何？都会みたいに何でも手に入ると思わないでよ。
Nah, I'm pretty sure you have what I'm here for. Dicta, one of these. I barely had to glance around for a minute before finding my objective. A Gaponica brand picture diet.
子供用よそれ。
That's the idea, yeah.
ああ、もしかして海ちゃんに？
Yeah. How much?
税込み189円。でもこの12色の色鉛筆と一緒ならセット価格1000円でいいわよ。
Sold.
毎度あり。
Hey, I'm heading home.
もう？かき氷でも食べていかない？
But the tastes all the same, by the way. Louis stuck watching the house. I had to hurry back for her. Later. I led onto the club and sped out toward the Kato estate.
ああ、随分と急いじゃって。
What? Al, you want to spend a little bit more time with Hairi?
お父さん、頑張ってるわね。
Oh, okay. Got it. Tadaima!
あ
I hurried home and found Shiro and Umi together in the living room. They were kneeling on cushion across from each other, their knees almost touching. They both heaved a sigh of relief the moment they walked in. You came?
約束したし。
Yo, did you buy the Suika bar? You were already at the Nagashia, bro.
なのにいないって。
She glared at me reproachably. I got the impression it had been really awkward waiting for me all alone with Umi. Oh man, I didn't think you'd come over this early.
そっちこそ、こんな早くからどこ行ってたの？
I went out to buy this. I set the booklet I brought down in front of them.
絵日記？
Umi, your from Natsuyasumi begins now.
え？
This is the magic picture diary.
魔法？
Mahou Iniki. Here, try writing something you want to do in it.
やりたいこと？
It's not the sort of Nikki you write stuff you already done in. It's for the stuff you want to do from now on. You can write all about tomorrow in advance, and then it'll all come true.
すごい！
She believed me without question. Her reaction was charmingly honest. Here, has the colored pencils too. Umi grabbed the colored pencils. She spread out the Nikki and started drawing before I knew it. It looked like Shiro was kind of impressed with me.
本当にそんな日記があるの？
Or not. It wasn't impressed. She'd just been taken by my story too. I beckoned Shiro over so Umi wouldn't hear. We can learn what Umi really wants to do like this, right? We'll make all of it come true ourselves.
知ってたし。
Jesus Christ, Shiro.
そんな魔法みたいな絵日記あるはずないし。
Shiro, what's her age? She was blushing fiercely. As we whispered to each other, Umi was completely absorbed in her drawing. Wait, I'll be right back. Okay, Mac. I can't remember if I read this, so let me reread it. As we whispered to each other, Umi was completely absorbed in her drawing. I wonder what she's writing about. Her drawing was finished. Let's see. Dore dore. Roha and I peeked at the Nikki. August 1st. Weather sunny. The Wolsan acted like a quetzalcoatl and sang for me. It was fun. August 1st. In other words, today. Well, the Wolsan.
あなたじゃないの?
You know, it would be funny if even in like 10 years. What was it, 10 years or 12 years? I can't remember exactly. But like he's still that's still the getup he's wearing. Not really her at all, Sam, but whatever. Okay, to be fair, even up to now, I still kind of wear overshirts like that once in a while. But yeah, it never gets old, I guess. Anyway. Umi looked over at me, eyes full of hope. I'm really not sure I like where this is going. I turned to Shiroha, hoping she would see me. Like Shiroha's also enamored. Nope, she was staring at me with the same look in her eyes. I hesitated for a moment and...
魔法の絵日記じゃない。
Get... The hell is this Quetzalcoatl? That's like some kind of snake, bird, god, something, right? What kind of noise would that make? Whatever. Yeah!
すごい。魔法の絵日記だ。
Pachi, 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 pachi. Umi's applause filled the living room. Well, glad you liked it at least. In exchange, I felt like I lost an important piece of my self-image. But in that moment, Umi's picture and Nikki became truly magical.
すごい。
Shiroha was clapping along too. I liked how Shiroha was also it was also impressed or some shit. Umi, there's still some free space work on today's page, right?
あ
Would you want to see Okasan's Quetzalcoatl too? I'm excited for this in or 2 in the anime. The Nikki's magic after all. Whatever is written in it comes true. I looked over at Shiroha smirking.
ちょっと待ってきた。
That was faster than I expected. Acted like what's it called, sang for me. It was fun. Okasan did the same for me too. There you have it, Okasan. Now she really doesn't want to do it. You know what? I also missed the other. What was the show I was watching? When Shiroha's voice actor was one of the characters in that show, when there was 3 schoolgirls, and it was just a silly, fun anime. I can't believe I already forgot. I really enjoyed watching that shit, man. Oh man, my memories are all troubled up already. Anyway, let's continue.
うわ
Umi was in a fabulously good mood. Okay, let's keep it going and draw tomorrow's entry too. She grabbed the pencils and opened up the Nikki again, her eyes sparkling. Shiroha, meanwhile, collapsed her hands and knees.
こんなことするなんて聞いてないし。
Seriously though, thank you.
契約破棄したい。
No can do. I can't let go of someone who'd become a Quetzalcoatl for Umi's sake.
これはそっちの都合だし。
Sounds like a skull issue, bro. Is that what you said? You did it for Umi, right? If you were really opposed to it, you would have just gone home then and there.
乗りかかった船みたいなものだから。
Sounds like cope. Thank you. I really am glad I asked you to do this.
こういう言い方がずるいと思う。
It was sort of sulking. It'll be easier to plan things out from now on. as long as we had the and Nikki to rely on. We watch Umi draw and her Nikki together.
大丈夫？
What?
海ちゃん、天気のことも書いてる。
Oh. Looking over her shoulder, she written that there'll be a sudden evening shower. Umi.
楽しみ。
Great, yeah, just great.
ねえ、どうするの？
Pray to the weather gods.
そう。ところで。スイカバー。
Right. I'll go buy one right away. I grabbed the keys to the cub. Yeah, he was already in the Gashiya. He should have bought right then and there, but he forgot. August 2nd. Weather sunny. Okasan and I made origami together. Okasa was really good at it. Raja Taiso had thoroughly become part of our daily routine. But today, Umi looked sleepy. You didn't have to fill the whole book in one go, you know.
楽しかったから。
She smiled as she stifled another yawn. That's so. I guess it's fine as long as she's enjoying herself. The whole point was to help her have fun after all. That just means suggesting it was worth the effort. But just what did Umi write, I wonder? That was one part I was worried about. The morning's Raja Taisa login bonus was freshly laid eggs. So we had them over rice for Asakohan. Somehow these eggs smelled different from usual.
コッケー。
The fragrance of the deep yellow yolk carries a refreshing quality reminiscent of the smell of new leaves.
ウコッケ
This is as good as eggs on rice can get. Wait, what's the term for that? There's a specific name for the dish where I sometimes have it myself. It's really good.
ー。ウコッケー。
After that spirit-raising Masagoan, I borrowed the Nikki from Umi. I opened up today's page. August 2nd. Saw a drawing that looked like a bunch of triangular things stacked up in a pile. Today, you'll eat a bunch of yatsuhashi? I wonder if we had that stuff at the Gashiya.
折り紙。
Ah, now I get it. I'm sure the Gashiya sells origami paper. I took another look at the page. Something was written on the weather section. I looked outside and the sun was shining away. That's a relief. Okay, I'll head out and buy some origami
お
paper.
留守番？
I'll be right back. She called it watching the house again, but she didn't look sad at all, unlike yesterday. Sumimasen, can I get some origami paper? Huh? Not in I again. Excuse me.
ちょっと待って。
I heard a voice from behind the sliding door in the back. What? She's here after all? I opened it. Not again. Second time in a row. Yeah!
ってだからなんでそっちが先に叫ぶのよ。
I mean, an exhibitionist.
入ってきたのはあんたの方でしょ。
Could it be you're aiming for me or for my chastity?
狙うかー。つーかさっさと出ていけー。
Why Zao had to be so brutal? But I got my origami paper, so whatever. I've been sent flying out of the shop as I drove the cup. I rubbed my head, still hurting chest where she kicked me. I noticed someone I recognized at the side of the road and stopped the cub. Shiroha noticed me too. Are you headed to my place?
そういう約束だから。
In that case, want to ride? I gestured at the rat.
嫌だ。
She looked really opposed to the idea. It kind of hurts.
スカートだし。
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
それにあなたの後ろだし。
You really love raising up and dropping me back down again, don't you? It felt like she'd gouge a chunk out of my heart. I figured it would be rude to ride on ahead of her. So I got off the bike and pushed it as I walked beside her.
先に行ってくれていいのに。
Ouch again.
海ちゃん、一人で待ってるんじゃないの？
That's what you meant?
それに、あなたの隣を歩くのはちょっと。
You're doing the lip up and down thing on purpose, right? Huh? Could it be she actually hates me? For a while, I walked along in silence. She said she'd rather not, but surprisingly, she walked with me after all. We just weren't talking.
ね
Happy? She spoke up so suddenly, my voice cracked in
え、ど
surprise.
こに行ってたの？
Ah, I went out to buy this. I showed her the paper I just bought from the
折
Dagashi.
り紙？どうして？
It's an Umi's, Nikki. It says she made origami with her Rokasan. So suppose you're good at that sort of stuff.
うん。
Great.
一人で遊ぶのにはちょうどよかったから。
Oh no. I don't think I really needed to know quite that much, but I sure do now. Well, if it means you're good at it now, I'm glad. You wrote that Hirokasan was really good at origami and all.
そう、動物とかそういうのになると思うけど。
I think that sort of thing will make a little girl the happiest anyway. Ui! Hirokasan came over. She poked her head from behind the sliding screen and looked over at
あ
us.
の、
Hiroha gave her a sort of stiff greeting, and Umi pulled her head back behind the screen. I guess she's still feeling shy. Or so I thought, but then Umi came out again and ran up to Shiroha. Umi charged over and smacked into Shiroha full force, dragging her around the waist. Mugyu. Anyway, she buried her face into Shiroha's stomach like she wanted to keep her from seeing it.
え、あの、
Shiroha, meanwhile, looked super confused, and I was a bit happy. Umi may still be shy, but I think this is her way of expressing her happiness. Come on, Umi, greet her properly.
こんにちは。
Umi pulled back from Shiroha's belly, just enough to look up and offer a greet.
こんにちは。
Shiroha clearly still didn't know what to make of the situation, but she wrapped her arms around the little girl as she clung to her. It wasn't exactly a hug, but it ended up being close enough.
あの、何？お母さんって呼んでもいい？
Her tone told me she was embarrassed, and still, just a little worried. Shiroha stared blankly at me, puzzled. I mouthed the word Onigai at her and bowed my head.
うん。お母さん。お母さん。お母さん。お母さん。
She looks really happy. Umi, you were gonna have Okasa teach you origami today, right?
教えてくれる？うん。一緒にしよう。
She still seemed a bit stiff, but Shiroha smiled. Went over to the table and spread out the origami paper.
わあ、綺麗。海ちゃんは何か折れるの？
I wonder how they're gonna adapt this set a couple of seeds. Like, yeah, I'm wondering because like I totally understand how these scenes work and how they work throughout throughout like the next set of days. Like they give a set of activities, and you know you get to have fun during summer and all. But like watching it as an anime, I wonder how they're gonna do it. How they're gonna execute these scenes to make it interesting for like a viewer. Like if you're reading it like in the VN, like you totally you're used to the format. They're trying to talk about these things. Anyway.
花。
I'm guessing that means a flower, right? Please show me how. Umi began folding away at a piece of paper. First, she folded it diagonally down the middle. Then she folded it in half again, making it an even smaller triangle. Huh? It's a triangle flower? Umi held her origami up to her nose.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Apparently, that's what she meant by smelly. Well, this is surreal.
次、お母さんをって。
Sorry, when they said good morning, everyone, I randomly remembered fucking Little Busters when oh man, I already forgot her name. Holy shit. Anyway, the not Russian, you know, the not Russian who lives somewhere in the Pacific. Oh my god, she's a well-known character. Anyway, whatever. You know what? Let's go eat. Umi held out the paper to Shiraha. Shiraha still looked just a bit bewildered, but took it from her. She started folding without telling us what she was making. After watching for a bit, I realized what it was. Umi must have figured it out too. Her eyes sparkled.
できた。何かわかる？お花。チューリップ。正解。
It looked like she was still caught up on Umi's hana.
すごい。他には？じゃあね。
Shiraha got to work once again. She moved without hesitation, bringing forward a certain dobatsu.
はい。うわ、ワンちゃん。
This time it was a ankle. The whole body too, viewed from the side. Shiraha folded one masterpiece after another. She hadn't seemed very super confident, but I was really impressed by the wide variety of things she could make with paper alone.
お母さんすごい。
Before I knew it, she earned Umi's wholehearted respect. You were acting all modest
久し
before.
ぶりだったから。
Oops. You were acting all modest before, but you really are good at this. Very Jozu, I guess. It's just a bit. Okay, that's our line.
折ってたら思い出してきたみたい。あのね、お母さん。お母さん。
That's you, Shiraha.
あ、ごめん。何？私ももっといろいろなの折ってみたい。じゃあ一緒に折ってみる？うん。何がいいかな。鶴。
Jumping straight from a nose to something pretty tough, huh?
ちょっと複雑だからゆっくり折っていくね。真似して折ってみて。
They started folding cranes together. They were off in their own little world. It was kind of a charming sight. But of course, I was left with without anything to do. Might as well fold something. I snagged a sheet of paper. Alright, what to make? This is a good opportunity, so I'll try folding something Shiraha probably can't handle.
鶴、できた。上手にできたね。へへへ。
I'm finished too.
何を折っていたの？
Hey, check it out, a crane.
はあ、お父さんも一緒。何かおかしい。橋ある。
Cool, right?
キモい。
Ah! Come on, that's cool, right? She vehemently denied it. And I've been so proud of it too.
お母さん、次。
They left me behind and started folding on their own again. Fine, bring it on. I'll pull out all the stops and fold something that'll really make her happy. Just wait.
ちょうちょ。上手。お父さん、見て。あれ？
Umi's eyes locked onto my
そ
hands.
れ何？
a frog. Get up. Get up, get up. I decided to make a frog next. One of the ones that jumps if you push it down on its back legs. You watching? Boing.
飛んだ
It took the bait surprisingly readily.
もう一回やってみて
Here goes.
うわカエルさんぴょんぴょんしてる
I completely seized control of Umi's attention. Shiroha sat motionlessly and quietly watched her. Wait, no. Looks like she started folding something. I like how she's
イ
competitive.
ルカさんだよわあ泳いでるみたい
Shiroha folded a 3D dolphin to counter my frog. Umi held the origami dolphin, happy as she could be. As I watched her, Shiroha looked my way more curiously. Oh, is that how it's going to be? Clearly, this was the challenge. It's on. Umi, wait just a second. I went over to the kitchen and brought back a big sheet from yesterday's newspaper. In no time at all, I folded up a certain item.
帽子だ
Post. It's a helmet. I put it on.
わあすごい
It liked that one way more than I expected.
海ちゃんほら黄色の鳥だよ
Oh, that
キラキラ
that really does look amazing. Hey, that's not fair. That was the only gold sheet in the whole set, wasn't it?
銀色の鳥さんもいるよおーピカピカ
Using the rare paper without hesitating for a second, huh? Your help was surprisingly competitive.
次はこの虹色の折り紙で
Shiroha, you better save that one for later. I still had a trick left up my sleeve. Using the advertising flyers that came along with the newspaper, I got to work on another item. Making these things is seriously addictive. But back in elementary school, they got so popular that the teachers actually had to ban them. Shiroha finally realized what I was making, but she was too late. Dicta! Ha! I swung my creation at full force. The loud noise made Umi jump. But what about that? It's an origami pop gun.
うるさいの嫌い
She turned her back to me, and I fell to my knees. Umi drove another nail into my coffin with a victory laugh.
海ちゃん面白い折り紙見てみたいどんなの待ってね
Oh, I like this one. I really like this one. Shiroha folded together a boat.
わあ浮かぶのこれはそういうのじゃないのじゃあお船の帆の先の部分を掴んでみて
Umi grabbed into where Shiroha told her.
ちょっと目をつぶってうん
A trick boat, huh?
はい開けていいよ
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. As if she'll fall for.
帆をつまんでたのに船の先っちょをつまんでる
She absolutely completely fell for it.
どうしてどうして不思議でしょ魔法だそうかもね魔法教えていいよ
Not good. At this rate, Shiroha is going to completely monopolize Umi's attention. For some reason, the thought really got under my skin. I set about determinedly folding a new piece to outdo Shiroha. Umi, take a look at this. What do you think?
あ
Huh? You don't know what it is?
手裏剣ね懐かしい男子がよく作って投げてた投げて遊ぶの
Yeah, like this. Ninja! It nailed Umi right in the face. Ah, crap.
海ちゃんうみゅーちょっと危ないじゃない絵に当たったらどうするの
Sorry, I got a bit too worked up.
これだから男子は
Somehow I vaguely remember being ganged up on and scolded under similar circumstances back in elementary school.
高原くんが手裏剣を投げてアリスちゃんの顔に当てましたどうしてそういうことをするんですか
But I already apologized and
目
everything.
に当たっていたら大変だったのに反省してるように見えませんアリスちゃんかわ
ちゃんと謝りなさいよ
But I already apologized. Feminist solidarity is way too powerful. People didn't even get along with her in the first place.
大丈夫？
I think they're gonna cut out that scene for the anime because it kind of killed the momentum there. I mean, it's a bit realistic because you're from the perspective of Hairi, but from the perspective of other person, you'll just look at Hairi and be like, Anyway, yeah, I'm fine. Just had a bit of a trauma flashback for a minute there.
Don't mind.
She patted me on the shoulder. How did I end up being the one getting comforted?
何か作って。
Now she's trying to spare my feelings too. Yeah, okay, in that case, how about something like this? This time I made another addictive piece that was made to be thrown, but a bit safer. Pretty sure these got banned from my elementary school too. Done.
か
Nope, it's a paper airplane. Falling back on my grade school memories, I folded up an airplane. I remember these flying pretty hard in my old classroom. Let's see how it flies. I give it a toss. The paper airplane glided beautifully across the room.
わ
Surprisingly, Umi seemed really into it. Did I really impress her?
ー
Actually impress
すご
her?
い飛んだ。
The trick with paper airplanes is to throw them gently.
あんなに長く飛ぶの初めて見た。
It was the best, huh?
一番。
I found myself grinning. Oh, Shira's gonna go. She's gonna go, man. Shira glared at me. Then she abruptly grabbed a piece of paper and began quickly folding it. Soon after, she made her own paper airplane. Its design was nothing like mine. Dang, that thing can fly. Shira's paper airplane easily spilled past mine, landing quietly on the ground. And there's that victory smirk
お
again.
母さんの飛行機すごい。私のハイパーマスタングスペシャルディメーション4マーク3の方がよく飛ぶし。
Real life, it really gets some mecha sounding names. Much as I like to poke the name full of holes, more importantly, do you really think that was the best plane I could make? I swiftly folded up a different design. It was an improved version of my first one. A bunch of tricks and adjustments made to the tail and angle of the wings. Here goes. My improved model touched down just a little past Shira's plane. Heh.
こっちー。
Shira grabbed another piece of paper.
スーパーマスタングファイアコズミックモードレベル7があるし。
I never said that was the best I could do either. A brutal paper airplane war broke out. The walls are in the way here. Let's take us outside.
望むところ。
We moved outside, the atmosphere positively electric with tension.
私もやる。
Umi followed us outside, clearly having a blast. Umi, are you sure you had the resolve to step onto the paper airplane battlefield? There's no holding back in paper airplane food, even against your own family. I won't go easy on you. Don't go crying when you lose. Umi already looked ready to cry.
何大人げないこと言ってるの。海ちゃん大丈夫よ。二人で悪い飛行機やっつけよう。
I might have gone a bit too far. She still seemed a bit stiff.
仲良く飛ばしたい。え？紙飛行機みんなで一緒に仲良く飛ばしたい。
Shira gave me an awkward look. Well, I guess she's right. We're trying to make her summer vacation fun, so it really is better if everyone can get along. All right then, let's all fly them. No competition, all cooperation, all together. We went back inside and folded 3 paper airplanes. Their colors were different, but their designs all match.
この飛行機、名前は？
I never really thought about it, honestly.
じゃあ私が決めてもいい？
Rather not. She built out her cheeks slowly. You know what? I'm excited. I'm excited when they do they adapt her route. She does the ray gun. I mean, she'll probably call it like Ultra Hawk Horizon Wing extra 3 or something. Just for reference, what were you planning on calling it?
ウルトラホークホライゾンウィングエクストラ4。
Close enough. Very close. Yeah, that's even more than expected, but just a little bit.
早く飛ばそう。
Right. Okay. This one's for you. We went back outside. Umi gazed at the plane I'd given her, like it was some sort of priceless treasure.
みちゃんが号令する？いいの？
Go for it.
ウルトラポークホライゾン
Horizon.
エクスキューション
My paper airplane ended with a weirdly unsettling theme.
4。発射！
On Umi's command, we let the paper airplanes fly. The 3 planes flew in formation. They caught the summer sun's rays and almost looked like they were glowing. Umi's eyes sparkled just as brightly as she watched them fly off into the distance.
あら、海ちゃんそこで寝ちゃったのね。
Looks like one moment she was watching TV and the next she was out like the light. Looks like spending the whole day frolicking around had tired her out after all.
でも随分と嬉しそうな寝顔。
She really does, yeah. Guess the day is a lot of fun for her.
ハイリ君が一日遊んでくれたんでしょ？ありがとう。
No, I mean it. I didn't do it alone. Hiroha, I mean Naruse-san helped out too. And besides, I ended up having fun too.
じゃあ馬が合うのね。
Just a reminder, Kyoko-san is fully aware. She's been talking with Hiroha's mom all this time. Anyway. Me? Huh? Me and Shiroha?
海ちゃんとハイリ君がよ。
Ah, right, of course.
でも話を聞いているとシロハちゃんとも馬が合いそうね。
All this time, Shiroha's mom is watching them all this time. I'm not so sure. Definitely nice though. I still have to take on the role of Umi's Okasan even. But still, with all said and done, she's just playing a role. Man, she really is fast asleep.
悪いけどお布団まで運んであげてくれる？
Yeah, sure. Careful not to wake her up. I lifted Umi up like she was a princess.
お母さん。
I guess she's still playing with Shiroha in her dreams. Umi slept away happily. It was such a small thing, but the fact that it could help her enjoy her Natsuyasumi made me happy too. It was having a fun summer vacation with Okasan that she longed for.
そういえば冷凍庫の中がスイカバーでいっぱいなんだけどそんなに好きなの？
No, those are for fulfilling my side of the contract. And just like that, I was dragged back down to earth again. I think I'm gonna call it in here. I'm still trying to gauge if this is too slow or too fast. I'll try to do 2 hours again, but if by Wednesday the 2 hours thing is too slow, I'm gonna increase it to 3. I don't know. I have a feeling it's August 3rd, sunny, then rainy. Mom read a book to me.
第8の運動お互い絶金の鍛錬
What the hell is that? Anyway, where did I say? I'm still trying to gauge, but I feel like if I did 2 hours a day, we'll be at Pocket by Friday or Saturday, maybe. And then I'm just gonna plan to finish Pocket on Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. I could speed it up anyway. I don't have plans this week, so if Alka isn't finished by Friday, I'll try to finish it on Friday. Then we'll spend the whole weekend on Pocket, which is not too long. It's not too long, so you can finish it in 2 sittings. Anyway, that's it for today's Summer Pockets, and I'll see you guys on the next stream, reading Alka and Pocket. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys. Ciao.
雨の音が窓叩くベッドの中で聞いたいつか借りた MD をローテーションして